Alright everyone, it's been a long time, it's about time I updated this video. I did one a long time ago back when I wasn't even doing audio and it wasn't a very good video. So we're going to do one that's better. So you've come here and you're asking the question, how do you get wither skulls fast? Now this is more or less the fastest way, because the truth is there isn't really a fastest way unless you're the kind of person who's willing to go through and demolish the entire fortress and then put in wither farms. So here we are in the Nether Fortress, as you find it here. And any spot here within the boundaries, the invisible boundary line of this fortress, is where mobs can spawn, hostile mobs, including wither skeletons. Now there is sort of a counter to the maximum amount of mobs able to spawn here, so anytime there's another hostile mob here, it decreases the amount of chance of wither skeletons to spawn. So what you want to do is to try to increase that. One thing you can do is go through and remove all the spawners so no more blazes can spawn through the blazers. That will help the wither skeletons come about. Now something else that kind of helps is finding another fortress far away from zombie pigs. So these zombie pigs, or piglins, whatever, of course change that as well. So anything that's over lava is a good thing because they don't like to spawn over lava. So this fortress has a lot that's over lava, so this is already a better fortress. If a lot of this fortress was not over lava, that would also make it hard. But for most cases, for most purposes, since it's kind of hard to find these anyways, don't worry too much about trying to find over lava. Just know that it's better if you find over lava. So you have this fortress, and now what we're going to do is we're going to have a sword. And you want to get a sword of looting 3 on it. Now, you notice I'm in creative. That's because if I were doing this in survival, this video would be a lot longer. I like to keep my videos as short as possible so I can get you the information so you can go on your way. Now, smite is also another thing you'd like to have. If you can get the highest smite possible, and it kills them faster. Okay, that'll help kill them faster. Now you'll be going through and you'll be looking for wither skeletons. They can spawn up here or they can spawn down here too. And typically I like to stay down here when running around. And make sure you have some good armor. I like fire resistant armor to try to keep yourself safe from the blazes. And while you're running through looking for wither skeletons, it's okay to try and kill some of the blazes just so they stop hurting the wither skeleton spawn rate. And that's the true thing with piglins too. You may not want to be the kind of person who wants to fight them, but if you do remove them, it will at least help increase it. But sometimes it's faster also to just skip and run around looking for wither skeletons. That's the unfortunate thing about these wither skulls is they made it hard to get because that's just the way it's supposed to be. And so there is fastest and faster ways, but there's not necessarily like a way that's exactly fast. Like you'll get 20 wither skeleton skulls in 2 minutes. You know, that's just not going to reasonably happen. Technically, it can if you build a wither skeleton farm. So the way that works is you come through. It's really hard and it takes so long. I would never do it myself. You'd have to basically destroy this whole fortress, or put like a bunch of slabs over all the ground so that they couldn't spawn on half slabs, you know. And that's top and bottom. It would take forever, but that's what you'd have to do. And then you can start building your farm, which would be just a mob dropper. You can look up mob droppers, you know, you'd build one here. And if you ever got to that point, that would actually be truly the fastest way to get wither skeleton skulls, because they're just sitting there constantly dropping, and you get skulls that way. So if you're able to build up to that point, which would take a while, that would be the fastest way to get them, using the mob dropper. But yeah, like seriously, destroying this fortress or putting slabs everywhere like this, so they can't spawn on the half slabs, that would take a long time. I find it better and more fun to just run around and killing them with your Smite 5 Looting 3 sword. Interesting fact, if you have wolves with you and a wolf kills a wither skeleton, there's a chance it'll drop a skull too. It's not better than Looting 3, but at least you know that even wolves can do it. Now there is another way to get wither skeleton skulls. I personally find this difficult, and so I don't do it. I still prefer to just run around and kill them. You can get a trident with channeling and try to lure out. If you happen to build like a portal right around here, you know, put down your obsidian and build a portal right here close to where the wither skeletons might spawn. A good place is any cross sections where there's 4 of them, you know. I'm actually not going to build this full the way. You could build like your another portal here, and then if you find wither skeletons, try to lure them into the overworld, then jump in yourself, and then have like a pit there where you have a creeper there. And then you wait for a thunderstorm, and then you hit the creeper with a trident, So it becomes a charge creeper, and then it blows up, and then it kills the wither skeleton, dropping its skull 100% of the time. Yeah, I wouldn't do that just because even if you could do it, that's still, you know, you have to have thunder and lightning, and you have to have the trident, you have to get in the right place, you have to have the creeper not blow up on the other side, and get the wither skeleton to go through. It's pretty challenging. But at least, you know, it's a 100% chance drop when you do kill it. So still, I still think the fastest way is just to run around and kill him. But you do remember that you do need to kill or destroy the blaze spawners. That helps a lot. Destroying blaze spawners, like this one here, boom, that actually helps a lot. Definitely go through and destroy those. And go ahead and kill other mobs you see here too, just so it increases the wither skeleton chance. You know, I haven't even seen any. Have you guys noticed that? I haven't even... Oh, here's a good cross section. This would be a good place to put a portal for other skeletons. I haven't even seen one. They're really rare in this one, it seems like. Another thing too, they do spawn in darker light levels, so be sure to not light up or torch up your nether fortress. Me, I just go to my video settings and turn the brightness all the way up, and then go fight them. Do not put torches anywhere. If you do have torches, remove them. Now there is another thing you can do to increase the chance. I don't find it that helpful because, you know, the boundary you're in, the chance is always the same, you know. And the more mobs you have, the less likely chance because there's more mobs there. The mob cap is always the same. But one thing you can do to make it easier, and what I would do is get like a bunch of cobblestone or cobblestone slabs, and like this cross section here is really good. And it's dangerous because you're in the nether, but what you could do, and I've done this before too, and it has helped me get wither skeleton skulls a little bit faster. I just don't find it to be super effective because of that mob cap. What you do is you just build this massive platform out here. You see? And I build it all the way out over here, and build all the way over here. So it's just this big platform, and build it all the way over there. And try to make it, you know, a nice platform with walls so you don't fall off. But what it's doing is it's increasing the area where they can spawn, so that they're more likely for you to see them and to fight them. It just makes it so it's less likely to spawn over there far away where you can't see it, and more likely to spawn over here where you can see it. It doesn't increase the quantity, because you know that mob cap is still the same, but it does increase the chance of where they spawn, so you're more likely to find them. So me personally, I really like building platforms to fight them on. Now I've only got one more tip for you, and this doesn't make it faster, this just makes it easier. They do have a limit to how many blocks they can walk through. So I would do is, suppose you're running through here fighting them, and you're worried about their withering effect. Every so often, place blocks like that. They can't go underneath 2 blocks high. I would seriously do that, just place 2 blocks every now and then. So if they're chasing you, you can run underneath, and then just sit there and kill them easy. That's an important thing. Well, I could spend like another 10-20 minutes running around looking for these, which unusually I haven't found. I probably need to kill a bunch of mobs to increase the chance. But you know, you probably don't want to watch me do that. You know everything. I've told you what you need to know, and you can go and do that. So I guess we'll just recap. The best ways, the fastest ways. One, if you're willing to do it, you know, use the charge creeper at the other end of the obsidian portal. The other thing too is make sure you have the looting 3 sword with you, smite 5 on it. You can also increase the platform sizes, the more likely spawn in an area where you can see them, or do the crazy thing, which is put a bunch of slabs everywhere, or destroy the fortress and make a mob dropper. If you want, you can go ahead and make a mob dropper without destroying anything, and it will still work. It'll just be much, much, much less efficient. But yeah, you can still do a mob dropper. I actually might, if I plan to be around here a lot, if I was making my base, just because every now and then even a few can at least add up a little bit. But seriously, still, the fastest way to get wither skeleton skulls is the same as we always known. Run around the nether fortress, destroy blaze spawners, and use a looting 3 sword. The smite 5. Anyways, that's it for this video, and I'm sorry if this isn't the video you were looking for, because you were thinking I can get, you know, 20 wither skeleton skulls in 2 minutes. It can't be done. They're hard for a reason. They made it that way, and it also makes it kind of fun, making it challenging. Anyways, yeah, if you have questions, be sure to ask them in the comments below. Hopefully me or other people passing by will answer questions. well, that's it for this video. So goodbye, guys. Goodbye.